saw the diamond necklace in the shop window. It was beautiful. It was expensive. I wanted it. My name is Ivy. I am a thief. I steal things from rich people. I have been doing this for 3 years. I am very good at it. I never get caught. That Tuesday night, I decided to steal the necklace. The jewelry shop was on a quiet street. There were no people around. It was perfect. I walked to the back of the building. I found a small window. It was open. Rich people always forget to lock their windows. I climbed inside. The room was dark. I turned on my small flashlight. I was in a storage room. There were boxes everywhere. I walked slowly to the door. My heart was beating fast. This was normal. I always felt nervous when I stole things. I opened the door. I was now in the main shop. I could see the necklace in its glass case. It was even more beautiful up close. The diamonds looked like stars. I walked toward the necklace. Then I heard something. A sound. It was coming from upstairs. I stopped walking. I listened carefully. The sound came again. It was like a weak cry. Someone was in pain. I should have run away. That was my rule. If there were people in the building, I left immediately. But something made me stay. The sound was so sad. I found the stairs behind the counter. I climbed them slowly. Each step made a small noise. I was afraid someone would hear me. At the top of the stairs was a hallway. There were 3 doors. One door was open. Light came from that room. The sound was there too. I walked to the open door. I looked inside. What I saw made me stop breathing. An old man was lying on the floor. His face was gray. His lips were blue. He was holding his chest. His breathing was short and fast. Sweat covered his face even though the room was cool. He was having a heart attack. The old man's eyes were closed. His body shook with pain. A phone was on the table. It had fallen to the floor. He had tried to reach it but could not. I stood in the doorway. This man was dying. He needed help right away. But I was a thief. I was not supposed to be here. If I called for help, they would ask questions. They would want to know why I was in his shop. I could go to jail. But if I did not call, this man would die. I looked at him. His eyes opened. He saw me. His eyes were full of fear. He tried to speak but could not. He pointed to his chest. Then he pointed to the phone. He was asking me to help him. For a moment, I stood frozen. Run away, my mind said. Save yourself. This is not your problem. But I looked at his eyes. He was begging me. I picked up the phone. I called for an ambulance. I gave the address. I said it was a heart attack. They said they were coming quickly. I stayed with the old man until the ambulance came. I held his hand. I told him help was coming. He squeezed my hand weakly. His breathing was worse. The paramedics arrived. They put him on a stretcher and took him to the ambulance. One paramedic told me I had saved his life. He said if I had not called, the man would have died. I watched the ambulance drive away. Then I left the building. I did not steal anything that night. For days, I thought about the old man. I read the newspaper. I saw a small story. It said Mr. Adrian Wu, the owner of Wu's Fine Jewelry, had suffered a heart attack. He was in the hospital but was stable. I was relieved. He was alive. 2 weeks later, I walked past the jewelry shop. I saw a sign in the window. It said, "Shop closed, owner recovering." But I saw light inside. Someone was there. I looked through the window. It was the old man, Mr. Wu. He sat behind the counter. He looked much better. He was reading a book. He looked up and saw me. He smiled and waved. He got up slowly and came to the door. He opened it. He asked me to come inside. I was nervous, but I went in. Mr. Wu said he remembered my face. He said I was the one who had found him that night. He said I had saved his life. I felt my face get red. I did not know what to say. Mr. Wu asked me what I had been doing there that night. This was the question I feared. I could not tell him the truth. So I lied. I told him I was walking past his shop. I said I heard sounds. I said I was worried, so I came to check. I told him the back window was open, so I climbed in. Mr. Wu nodded. He believed me. Then he asked about me. He asked if I had a job. I told him another lie. I said I was unemployed and looking for work. Mr. Wu was quiet for a moment. Then he smiled. He said he owed me his life. He said he wanted to repay my kindness. He asked if I would like to work in his jewelry shop. He said he needed help. He said I seemed like a good person. I could not believe it. This man wanted to give me a job. A real, honest job. I said yes. Mr. Wu taught me everything about jewelry. He taught me about diamonds and gold. He taught me how to talk to customers. He was patient and kind. He paid me well. For the first time, I earned honest money. Mr. Wu never asked about my past. He trusted me completely. Sometimes, customers left thousands of dollars of jewelry on the counter. It would be easy to take them. My old habits whispered to me, "Take them." But then I looked at Mr. Wu. I saw his kind face. I remembered how he trusted me. The whispers stopped. I have worked in the shop for a year now. I sometimes think about stealing. The jewelry is so tempting, but Mr. Wu gave me a chance at a better life. He trusted me when no one else did. I saved his life that night, and he saved mine too. Every day, I try to be the person he believes I am. Do you think Ivy will stay loyal to Mr. Wu, or will she finally steal the money? Comment your guess below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.